Hey everybody, this is Trixie. Welcome to the underground. I'm above ground today because we had some technical difficulties. We tried to shoot the show today and no go. We'll try it again next week. If not, I'll be up here. So, just a couple of things before I start. I did a home show yesterday. It's home show season for my company and everybody's home improvement company and all other companies that do the home shows. So I'm going to be a slave for the next 6 months. But anyway, I was doing this home show in Hartford, and you know how you hear like a car alarm and you just ignore it? We heard a fire alarm go off and we all just went about our business. It kept going off and off and off. And we heard somebody over the loudspeaker and I couldn't understand a word she says because that's how it is. And then, you hear the security guard. You know, some security guards take their job way too seriously. They're like, come on, everybody, blah, blah, blah. She was like acting like there was a bomb going off. So ushering us all out, we were all walking slow like our lives didn't depend on it. And I'm like, come on, Mark, to my manager. He's like, I'm setting up an appointment. I could have lit the guy on fire. He would have still not left. So I left with this other couple and we were hanging out upstairs. And I swear we like became friends. They wanted to like have dinner and set me up with somebody. And I'm like, no, the last time I had that happen, it was like a Satan worshiper. But I had a good time. But it's, rather not have the fire alarm go off because I was like really in a roll. So a remembrance, Joyce Randolph, who played Trixie on the Honeymooners, died. She couldn't make it to 100. She's 99. That's how I got my name. Not because I was a hooker walking the streets. My sister's first boyfriend named me. And it stuck when I was like 18. You know how I was mentioning that I wanted the Dallas Cowboys, like praying to God, please let them lose. Didn't think it would happen, but it happened. They got killed. I love posting the pictures of the sad Cowboy fans crying and their faces like, and the kids like this. And, well, not the kids. I don't mean to make their lives miserable, but it was really one of the happiest days of my entire life. Today is a great day. The Buffalo Bills are playing the Chiefs. Taylor Swift's going to be there. The Bills Mafia are warning Brittany Mahomes, stay home, stay Mahomes. And they don't mind if Taylor Swift's there because everybody loves Taylor. And Buffalo is selling Taylor Swift-themed food. Okay? So there's the Bad Blood waffle fries, and there's the Karma quesadillas, which I think she'll probably order. So there's red marks on Trump's hands that people are saying it could be secondary syphilis or... what other gross stuff do you get? I don't know, but it's just like some kind of VD. And I don't think it's VD. I don't know. He may have gotten it from the porn stars that he sleeps with, but he says he was totally deathly afraid of it in the 80s and did what he could to stay away from it. It's probably like dead ketchup. Yeah, some people are saying it's like herpes or something. I think it's like it's got to be food or something. I don't know. Fans in Brooklyn, New York are suing Madonna for being 2 hours late at her show. I went to see Madonna in Boston. She was 2 hours late. I'm not suing her because I just know she's going to be 2 hours late. She's a diva and she's the queen. What are you going to do? You're going to sue her? Get something else going on. House Bill 269 filed by Representative Nick Wilson in Kentucky. This is why I pick on the South. He won Survivor. I never really watched the show. He wants to change the laws against incest. At least he wants it to be able to. He wants us to be able to sleep with our first cousins. I'd have to think about that one. The guy needs more options. Trump, or Jim Jones, as I call him, in his invasion of the body snatchers followers in Iowa, he's telling them to vote even if they are sick as a dog. Of course, they did come out. He kicked butt. And if they passed away shortly after, it'd be worth it. So, yeah, you guys, this is what he doesn't care if you drop dead. Lovely. He wants to pick Elise Stefanik. People are saying that for his vice president, he'd be smart if he picked Nikki Haley, but he's not going to do it. She's too strong. Elise Stefanik, who's 39 years old, he calls her a killer. But she, in Liz Cheney's book, she says some pretty bad things, like saying, she used to be good, she used to be moderate, she worked on Mitt Romney's campaign, and now she's kind of like a zombie supporter. During that E.G. Carroll trial, I'm getting all confused with all these trials that he's there. She testified, I'm here because Donald Trump assaulted me, and when I wrote about it, he lied and he shattered my reputation. I've paid just about as dearly as possible to pay. Her attorney said Trump unleashed his cult members. Yeah, I say cult members. He said followers. To go after her. Joe Tacopina, who was doing the defense for Stormy Daniels, quit. So... I guess they were playing the threatening messages and videos not videos, just threatening messages that she'd received. I hope someone really does attack, rape, and murder you. Boy, he's got the best followers, huh? She says she lives on hyper alert with a pit bull patrolling her home and a gun by her bed. That's amazing. How about like a cross and garlic? Trump was muttering under his breath, it's a witch hunt and it's a con job. The judge threatened to toss him out, and then she said, no, because you'd really like it. He says, yes, I really would. Yeah, you can't control yourself. That's what she said to him. Kyle on The Real Housewives is going ring shopping with Morgan Wade. Are they engaged? I don't know. I mean, wow, that's going pretty fast. I mean, maybe it's been going on behind the scenes. Maybe she's just doing this to get everybody to talk about her like I am right now. They were both in black puffer jackets, but Morgan had the like the gay flag on the back, or not a gay flag, but like a rainbow, which is kind of like the gay flag. Dorit's charity, homeless but not toothless. This cracks me up. Homeless but not toothless. Kyle was at Sutton's house and opened her fridge. No food. That's because she's got the bad esophagus, the small esophagus. They're calling Anne Marie esophagus police. And you're seeing the distance between Mauricio and Kyle because he was like making comments to Anne Marie's husband and Kyle was getting annoyed. Now we're hearing about Sutton's, I don't want to say it, but I guess she's got a tight, you know what, down there, vajige, I'll call it. So at the Homeless Not Toothless Gala, they had an auction. One of the items up for auction was Taylor Swift's guitar that was autographed. The opening bid was $850. I want her microphone. Paula Abdul attended the Homeless But Toothless. Oh my God, I can't even say it. Homeless Not Toothless event. And Taylor Dane was singing. I love that. I love Taylor Dane. Tell It to My Heart, she sang. Tom Sandoval and Vanderpump Rules is coming back, thank God, because I'm watching the marathon as we speak. I can't get any sleep. He took photos with a tiger in Thailand and Tiger World Thailand, and he's being blasted by La 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 and PETA for being ignorant. And he says, I was too distracted by it being like a face your fear kind of moment. And I don't think they have those. If you're going to take pictures with the tigers, they probably drugged them or something. I don't know. But he thought it was very cool to do it. And they said it was in the name of conservation. Roger Daltrey making the news. You know, he's the former front man for The Who, saying, I don't think they'll ever find a cure for cancer. Yeah. No kidding. There's no money in the cure. He said scientists look after the science, but they look after themselves. There probably is a cure for cancer, but like, how would people make money? I feel bad and cynical for saying that, but it seems like they just want to prolong the death. You know, here, we'll just keep you alive and suffer. On Patrol Live, it's not Florida. This is Toledo, Ohio. A woman was describing her ex-boyfriend stabbing her door. I don't know how you stab a damn door, to police. He came back stabbing. She's saying stabbing. And she was calling him crazy. And then she was like wearing a tank top with her stuff hanging out. And the photographer or the videographer, whatever, the guy filming it was like filming down her ankles and to reveal an ankle bracelet. These people are just, they're a trip, let me tell you. Generation Z is terrified about being 30. Terrified about being 30. Dirty 30. I love Dirty 30. I was pretty wild in my oh my gosh, my mother watches. No, I was like really good. I didn't have anybody. I didn't do anything. It was a very innocent age. They're afraid about losing stamina value as you age. Often, wrinkles. You can get Botox for that, sweeties. Health issues and death. Let me just tell them right now. Yeah, you have a right to be worried because, well, what's the alternative? Dying? I'd rather stay alive. You know, I don't mind wrinkles. I actually am attracted to women with wrinkles. That's another show. Okay, Liz Cheney's book, Oath and Honor. Jim Jordan, she thinks of him like a total imbecile. He spoke and made his presentation to object to the electors counting the votes based on an entire wrong section of the Constitution. The presidential elections are governed by Article 2. He recited Article 1, Section 4, which governs elections for Congress. Ohio, are you listening? He's a dumbass. Go back to wrestling. After Trump said on January 6th, we should get rid of the Liz Cheneys of the world, her father, Dick called her and said, maybe you should just calm down and be careful about your remarks. She said she's not going to stay silent out of fear. And I guess I remember her a part, I'm only halfway through the book because I'm watching Vanderpump Rules, when he says, daughter, defend the Republic. And she says, always, Dad. And I do look up to her. I got to say, she lost her job and everything. And that's why I bought her book. When they tried to duck under their desks when the rioters breached inside the Capitol, Jim Jordan said, we need to get the ladies off the aisle. Let me help you. She was in disbelief, Liz says. He helped provoked it. Now he thinks I need or want his help. She swatted his hand away and said, get away from me. You effing did this. I love it when she swears. At one point, she was going to ask the police officer to give her their gun because she wasn't sure they were going to be able to use it and she could shoot them all. Law enforcement officers, ma'am, I fought in Iraq and I've never encountered the violence I did out there today. It was medieval and bloodthirsty. Animals attacking our country. These are Americans. Get rid of them. I think they all should be re-educated, something. Do some kind of, what's that movie with Malcolm McDowell? Clockwork Orange. You know how they had the eyelids open? And they were forcing him to watch porn because he was like a rapist. I think we should do that. Capitol Police had a plan to push out security perimeters using bike racks. I could lend him my bike rack. I didn't know it was used to quell a riot. I'll tell you, I don't think that they just got carried away, these guys. Jamie Herrera Butler, confronting Lauren Boebert and quoting, is it true that you were live tweeting from the floor our location to people on the outside as we were being attacked, Lauren? And announcing that Pelosi was being ushered out. She is a traitor to me. I think he said, don't ask about security. You're telling the attackers where we are. Traitors. Jim Jordan, traitor. Marjorie Taylor Greene, I find them all traitors. The 10 Republicans voting to impeach Trump were looking in how to acquire body armor. That's how bad these people are. That's just sick. I mean, look what happened to Nancy Pelosi's husband, attacked with a hammer, the sickies. The impeachers, as the 10 who voted to impeach him were called. She said if the vote was secret ballot or something, they would have more of them. They did it out of fear. They voted not to impeach him out of fear. I'm telling you, I don't know if I blame them so bad. I don't know if I was married and wanted to protect my family. I might do that. I would like to say I was like Liz Cheney. But, they shouldn't. Liz says it in the book. You shouldn't do this for a living if you're a coward. She saves her worst for Kevin McCarthy. Calls him a pussy, which he was. He's disgusting. He has this is what she said, unprincipled leadership, schizophrenic and craven. He will go down as one of the weakest men in our political history. Cowardly. He's disgusting. End it on a good note here, okay, guys? I don't want to depress you. I'm supposed to make you laugh. Stevie Nicks said in Rolling Stone that Harry Styles is the son she never had, so she adopted him. Remember they performed Stop Dragging My Heart Around on that Rock and Roll Hall of Fame? I'll tell you, I'd love to go down with the music, but I was sitting here and football's on and I'm missing it, so I'm kind of jonesing. But I love you guys, and I'm sorry, I'm just combobulated this week. But next week, hopefully, I'll be back in the studio and John can get this going again. I don't know what's going on with the equipment, but if I have to do it like this next week, I'll do it again. Have a great week. Thank you for watching. I appreciate your support. You can subscribe for free. Go to my TRIXXI'S podcast at gmail.com to email me, and have a great week. Watch football.